they call Super Cooper. The referee tonight is Howard Ash, and away we go. Rochester with possession in the early going. And there's Wall. First touch for him. He's incidentally the cousin of US international Jermaine Jones. Jermaine did play today for LA Galaxy. Actually lost, I believe, that game against Orlando City. Hope I'm not spoiling that for anyone. James up the line, popped away by Woodbine. His first touch, back it comes. It'll be another throw-in for James and the Rhinos. Leukemia came flying back there from the forward position. And allowed to throw it in square, but that's a poor touch. And here comes Chang, who nicks it from him. Little back heel for Guerra. Guerra wide to Williams. Can he get the shot away? Down he goes. The referee says no, not enough there. We'll see if we can have another look at that. Went down a little bit easy, Poppy.
I think so. I think the referee had a good view of it as well. He was right in front of it, and we have to trust his call.
He was right on the scene. Poor touch in the midfield by Ghazi, of all people. Looks like Ghazi's playing in the central position tonight. He can play on the wing as well. Higashi with the first touch in a Battery uniform, making his debut tonight. And Lasso. Back it goes to Cooper. One minute and 30 seconds in, no score. Lasso under pressure. Ball pumped away. It'll be a throw-in for the Charleston Battery. O'Brien Woodbine, the veteran, the Jamaican player, former member of the Reggae Boys, down the line to a current member there, Romario Williams. Dispossessed, into touch it goes. And a throw-in will be the result for the Charleston Battery. There's O'Brien Woodbine. Won a championship with Charleston back in 2010. You can't see it. There he is, Bob Lilly, just in your frame there. Great throw forward there from Woodbine, and that puts the pressure on. It's pumped away by Rochester. It'll be a throw-in, an attacking throw here. And I think this will bring Woodbine up. You know, he's got a long throw, Poppy.
Absolutely, and we've talked about him getting forward in the pre-game. We've also seen Forrest Lasso getting forward as well, scoring 2 headers in these last few games. And here comes Woodbine with the throw. Yeah,
and Lasso's gone up. Good spot there, so the big defender's gone up. This is a set piece for the Battery. Woodbine launches it across. Great throw, looking for Lasso, heads wide. Well, it was those two combining, and it was a good throw, wasn't it?
Absolutely. We've seen those good throws consistently through last season, and let's see if Forrest Lasso can get another goal, another celebration.
I thought we were going to have another look at that. I actually will probably be a little bit disappointed there, Forrest, because he got a good jump up. Wasn't really challenged, but heads wide of the target. Anunga heads forward for Higashi. Rides the challenge. Now Guerra to Romario Williams. Anunga again. Coach Anhauser's made a couple of changes in his lineup tonight, with the Trinidadian making way. Neville Hackshaw for Anunga. Chang retained his spot in the lineup, and he's over there on the far side, dispossessed. Rochester can try and pass it away now. Pumping it forward. Been a bright start from the home side as Anunga wins the tackle. Higashi forward to Williams. Can't control it. Can't keep possession. Francois with a touch. James. Back to the right back, Pratzner. Charleston gather up possession again inside their own half. I tell you what, if you've watched the first couple of Rochester games, this lineup doesn't really look anything like the two previous ones that Bob Lilly's put out there. Multiple changes from the veteran coach, who's had well over 200 wins as a head coach in USL. It's a good header there from Pratzner, but it'll be a throw-in for the Battery, and it's another long throw from Woodbine. He's trying to set Williams away. Williams is there to the ball. I think that's pushed behind. It'll be a corner. No, he's given a goal kick. I thought that was a corner.
Williams looks unhappy with that decision.
Wonder if we'll see that again. It looked like the defender came across and knocked it away. Let's have a look. I think that's a corner kick, but our referee, Mr. Ash, goes the other way and has awarded a goal kick to the visitors, Rochester. Dan Lind making his first start of the year. Flips it to the halfway line. He's a hometown boy, Lind, from Rochester, New York. Played at the University of Pittsburgh. Struck the arm of Guerra, but the referee allows play to continue. And there's Ghazi, the veteran of the side, gets a touch, pushes it wide. But Ghazi is just playing behind Canado Forbes in that five-man midfield. Pratzner tries the driven cross-court ball, the diagonal. Charleston gather it up with Griffith. Chang to Anunga. Given away. Rochester have it. There's Canado Forbes on the ball now, allowed to turn, looks up, slips it inside. That's a nice angled ball into Francois. I'm waiting to mention Sergio Campbell, Poppy, the central defender. He's making his debut tonight for Rochester. Hasn't had a touch yet. Came across from Pittsburgh in the off-season. Higashi to Woodbine. Lovely little return pass, and the young Japanese man's away. Flicks it forward. He misses the pass. And there is the first touch for Sergio Campbell. Needs to get his feet out from under him there. He's caught in possession. Charleston have it with Chang to Williams. Tried the strike. Blocked by Campbell. Chang gathers up the ball. Sets it back inside to Williams. Now Griffith. Switches to Woodbine on this near side. Charleston are going to have to build now with Lasso. Back across to the captain, Taylor Mueller. A little bit sloppy there from Rochester. They need to be a bit more careful with the ball here, particularly in these opening minutes. Lasso plays it through. Not really too much direction on that, and Rochester can gather it back up now. Here with Sergio Campbell, who is a full member of the Jamaican national team. Out to the right back, Pratzner. Hits it on the ground. He missed the pass there, and now here's Woodbine. Clips it forward. Campbell heads away. Fall with a touch to Ghazi. Pratzner again. James with a touch. Long ball forward, looking for Francois, but Charleston will gather it back up. Williams would have been offside if he challenged for the ball there. Charleston have it now in the midfield with the Antigua and Barbuda man, Quinton Griffith. Down the line for Chang. Touch let him down. Throw in Rochester.
We've seen those passes just unable to complete there in the last few minutes. A series of sloppy play from both teams. From the back line forward, unconnected passes.
Yeah, not really like either of these sides, to be honest with you. So a little bit of nerves, I think, in the early going. That's a good header back to Lind. I say good header. Don't forget the pace of Williams. He is very, very quick, Romario Williams. He almost got there then. I think Lind's going to launch it here. He does. Thumps it away. Mueller sets. Volleys back into the Rochester half. Chang with a bit of control now. Back to Griffith. Almost took his eye off it there, Quinton Griffith. Off the back of Chang. Campbell with a touch. Ghazi can't find the pass. Campbell again. And finally, Fall finds the space on this near side. That's a good ball out here to Ryan James. Charleston trying to get back goal side. Oh, he missed that one there. And Charleston with a bit of a chance here because it's Williams who's in behind Campbell. Williams through on goal. Down he goes. The referee has a decision to make. Goal kick. Well, I never. Let's have a look, Poppy. What do you think?
That happened very fast. Oh.
I don't know. Do you? There was a little bit of contact. And Romario Williams, I think, if anything,
Tried to sell it too hard.
He did. His pace took him beyond the player. He's furious. There he is. Lind came across. He didn't really get much of the ball. A couple of big decisions in the early going from our referee tonight. I could see why he didn't give the penalty, to be fair. And there's Guerra having a smile with Fall.
Williams still angry.
Yeah, needs to be careful.
He'll be getting a yellow card soon, I think, the next time.
Yeah, he just needs to calm down and not get booked. It's really early in the game still. 10 minutes in here, no score. Baywo, the left back involved. The ball comes across. Charleston control. Griffith forward to Williams. Little slip turn. Was he brought down? The referee again. He's not giving him much, is he? Finally, the whistle blows and Charleston get a free kick. Bob Lilly up off the bench, having a bit of a shout at his players. It's Portillo over the dead ball. Square to Anunga. Now Woodbine. Pops it back to Lasso. First time ball to Mueller as Charleston just possess here, but very deep. Up it goes to the halfway line. Chang, lovely first touch. And then Guerra's pass is off target, and that's sloppy again. There's Fall, the young German player. Francois, lovely turn, good control. James, little chip forward, headed away, deft header there. Higashi with it, turns, has a look up, flicks it forward. Williams, can he keep control of it? He can, he takes it away from Forbes. Now Guerra. Chang waiting for the run of Griffith. Guerra again. 1-2 with Portillo. Now pushing forward, there was a slip as Williams is tackled and Forbes can bring it away for the Rochester Rhinos. There's Fall. Fall. The midfielder, native of Frankfurt, Germany. As I mentioned, he's the cousin of Jermaine Jones. You can see the pedigree, can't you, in the family lineage? Both good players. Good tackle that from Quinton Griffith. Campbell, though, will take possession. Nice touch round the outside. Here's Canado Forbes. Turns with it. Rolls it up to Francois. Maybe a chance for a shot. Oh, he pushes it wide for James. James controls, has a look on his left foot. In it comes, takes a little deflection. Charleston deal with really the first attack from Rochester. And Woodbine content just to thump that one clear. Anunga first to the loose ball. Angles the pass to Portillo. Through it goes to Griffith. Now Chang. Nice little turn of pace there from Michael Chang, and he's still going. Flicks it forward, and it looked like Romario Williams wanted that to feet Poppy.
I think that was a bit of lack of communication between those two. Had different ideas. The run wasn't there, but the ball went through.
Andrew Bell with Poppy Miller alongside me. We're live at MUSC Health Stadium here in Charleston, South Carolina. Been an interesting first 14 or so minutes. One big penalty shout. There's Bob Lilly there in the green. Head coach for the Rochester Rhinos. I think it's, I'll check my math at halftime. I think it's like 222 wins he's had in his career in USL. Of course, won championships. Managed several teams. Several big teams. That's a good ball from Griffith for Guerra. Portillo just about finds the pass. Here's Williams through a gap, has a little look, and it's in! Well, Williams picked his spot. It didn't take too much power at all, but he buries the finish, and Charleston Battery have a 1-0 lead just inside 15 minutes.
Yeah, as you can see there, Portillo played that ball through. Williams managed to keep his feet and slotted it into the low right-hand corner.
Good finish from the Jamaican striker, who will be very pleased, I would think.
I think that'll bring his confidence back. We saw him getting frustrated earlier in these last few minutes, and Portillo, of course, is always finding those feet.
Yeah, Portillo, good pass through, as you said, Poppy, and that'll bring the yellow smoke. So, well, let's see what the response is like from Rochester. Oh, that's a poor ball from Anunga. Francois onto it, and it took a tackle from the captain. That's not the place to give possession away.
Mueller did well to hold his feet there and not dive in.
There's Portillo. Out to Chang. Griffith on the far side. Lovely touch from Guerra. Portillo slips it over the top. It's another good ball from the young midfielder. Down goes Williams. The referee again waves away his shout. That would have been a very controversial one if he'd blown the whistle there. I think he just lost his footing. Rochester just need to gather themselves here. That's a loose pass from Fall. Portillo slides in, but Ghazi does just enough. One thing you can be sure of is Coach Lilly will not be panicking now, not with his experience. Rochester build on the left side. There's the skipper, Forbes. Looks up. Clips it across. Nice ball out to Pratzner. Here's Campbell. Inside to Ghazi. Farrell. Forward to Forbes. Back it comes. Ghazi again. Nothing on really. Has to go back to the Jamaican Campbell. Here's Fall. Tries to chip one in, and it's a lovely weighted pass. Woodbine is there defending. Francois. James now for Rochester. Gets the cross in. Well, it was an overhead attempt, but Mueller got in the way, and Charleston can thump it away to the halfway line. Campbell's header will only go as far as Higashi. Guerra. To Anunga. Tackles flying in from the Rhinos. Well, you mentioned Woodbine in the pre-game, Poppy. I think he's had a calming influence over on that left side, hasn't he?
Absolutely. I thought he would come in with a lot of confidence, but he seems to be keeping it under control and very composed out there today.
Here he is. Gets his head on that. Right through the player. Won the header, though. And it's Portillo for the battery. Finds Chang in space. Slips one tackle. And then finally caught in possession by Fall. Well played. Forbes tackled. Charleston get it back. There's the big defender, Lasso. 2 goals for him so far this year. Higashi now. To Portillo. Lovely close control. Anunga under pressure, caught in possession. Forbes it was. To Ghazi. Tries to clip it back across to Forbes. He'll try his luck and, well, he'll miss the target, but it was a good build-up, good idea from the Jamaican midfielder. And that's across for a throw-in. That's a couple of times Anunga's just been caught as we have a look at Bob Lilly. You know, the assistant coach there, Pulisic, is the father of Christian Pulisic, the US international. Long-time friends, Bob Lilly and Mark Pulisic. Very good coach in his own right, of course. Been over with that Dortmund side, working for the last few years. Here come Rochester now on the far side. Maybe a chance for a cross. In it comes. It was Feiwu who got the ball in. Charleston get it away. Oh, that's a bit loose. Higashi will get onto the loose ball. Looks up. Oh, he's looking for the run of Romario Williams, who does have some pace.
He does. That was just placed a little bit too far in front of him. I think he stopped before he even went for that, but there's no denying how quick he is on the field.
Yeah, if he can get a little something to sniff after, he does have good speed across the ground, Romario Williams. Good idea from Higashi. He is the young Japanese midfielder. Great story, Higashi. Came through the open trials to earn a contract. Making his first start tonight for the Battery, wearing number 25. Just out of your screen right now. Rochester with it. Heavy touch there. Guerra can't control the ball though. Fall. Clips it wide to James. He's got plenty of space. Time to look up. And he overhits that one. That'll be comfortable for the goalkeeper, Additional Cooper. Quick rollout to Anunga now. Here's Griffith. Switches it to Woodbine on this near side. Portillo coming flying across. He wants the ball at his feet, which he has it now. Justin Portillo. Nothing on. Goes backwards to the captain, Mueller. 20 minutes played. If you're joining us late, Romario Williams has given the Battery a 1-0 lead. Lasso's going to have to angle this one to the halfway line. Campbell heads away. Woodbine volleys forward. That's an awkward one. But a good header in the end from Farrell. Long ball forward from Pratzner. That should be comfortable for Mueller, and it is. Quinton Griffith across the halfway line. Trying to work a 1-2 there, but the pass wasn't the best, and Fall steps away with possession here for Rochester. Down the line it goes. The recovery from Griffith is very good. Charleston will have it back. Chang angles it inside to Portillo. Drives it forward, volleyed away. The loose ball finds its way to Woodbine. Heavy touch. Runs into James. Tell you what, that's a good tackle from Anunga if he can hang on to it, and he can. Well played. You don't want to run into Obi Woodbine. I tell you what, he is no nonsense when it comes to those 50-50s. Ryan James okay though, he's up and about. Back in his defensive position. Here's Woodbine again. Anunga back to Lasso. I think we're seeing a little bit of nerves from Anunga, Poppy. He's been a bit loose with the ball in the early going.
I think so. He did well to recover for Woodbine there. It just shows the level of confidence that they can play with as the ball's pumped forward to Williams.
Yeah, it was Woodbine who trying to pick out Williams. Both teams just trying to keep possession here for a moment. It's Mueller for the Battery. Wide to Griffith. Inside to Justin Portillo. He's closed down quickly by the German. Fall. Across to the goalkeeper, Cooper. Not really a press from Rochester, but they're trying to contain Charleston back in their defensive third. Oh, there's a loose touch from Lasso, and it'll be a throw-in for the Rochester Rhinos. Coach Anhauser there with the white cap on. Looks a little bit disappointed with his defenders. Woodbine sticks the foot in, gets the tackle away. Charleston Battery are back home on April 29th against Ottawa Fury, with fireworks to follow the match. Tickets available at charlestonbattery.com. Rochester, of course, have been on the road. They haven't opened their season at home yet. It's coming up soon. April 22nd, Rochester's home opener.
This is their 14th season that the Rhinos have begun the season on the road. Oh, here Williams is through. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, and he slots it right into the left-hand corner low.
Brilliant finish from Romario Williams. It's the pace we talked about, Poppy. Superb. Charleston 2-0 up, and it's Williams who's scored the brace. Let's have a look at that pace of Romario Williams.
His composure is just second to none here. You can see him not panic as he slots it right between the goalkeeper's arm and leg. And again, so composed.
Well, credit to the Jamaican striker because he did that himself. He saw the opportunity. Farrell was just dwelling on it a little bit, wasn't he? And he's just so quick. He's going to cause any defender problems, and as you said, composure in front of goal. He slotted it 2-0, and now we really do want to see a response from Rochester. With 20 minutes to go before the break, they could really use a goal before half-time. Charleston have got their tails up. Woodbine to Higashi. Little nutmeg on Bukimia to keep possession. Round the outside to Griffith. Chang now working against the fullback. Here's the captain, Taylor Mueller. Good turn from Anunga. Drives it across, looking for Woodbine. That's a good header away from the fullback, Ryan James. Quick throw in though, and he's found Williams. Whoa, there's 3. It's a hat-trick for Romario Williams. What a great throw from Obi Woodbine though. He picked him out, and it was really a little bit too easy in the end. Well, Poppy, you talked about Woodbine before the game, and he's had an impact, hasn't he?
Absolutely. That long throw, took it fast, saw that Williams was one-on-one again with the goalkeeper. He's gained all that confidence. Here's a throw in again, straight to feet, as he slots it straight down the middle of the goal.
Well, it was a good piece of control from Williams, but really that's just too easy, and Bob Lilly will be furious.
You can see a bit of frustration coming from their players now. It'll be interesting to see how they respond to this as the kick-off again.
Well, they just need to get some passes strung together, get back, get their heads down and try and build here and see if they can respond a little before half-time. But certainly, you have to say that was a little bit too easy for the Battery. Fall involved, but they lose possession there. Charleston 3-0 up. It's a first half hat-trick for Romario Williams. And to be honest, you wouldn't bet against him scoring more tonight. He's really seems to have found his form. Here's Mueller, the captain for the Battery. Sends it long, looking to get Guerra off the shoulder of Sergio Campbell. Campbell back there defending. Guerra rides the challenge. Tries to go round Campbell, and that's safety first.
We can see the Battery's confidence. They're not holding the ball. They're constantly putting it forward, looking for those extra goals coming.
Yeah, they're really having a go at Rochester here, the home side. I think they're sensing an opportunity in this first half. It's the lineup that we're seeing with Rochester. It's multiple changes, of course, from the team, from both teams that we saw in the previous 2 games. Several debutants tonight. As Higashi is caught in possession. Here's James. Back to Pratzner. Now Ghazi, one of 2 players who remain from that 2015 championship team. There's the other one, Canardo Forbes. Now Fall. And Pratzner. Just going back to that goal, Poppy. Can't really fault the goalkeeper, can you? I mean, it was a pass to the striker inside the 6-yard box.
He didn't really have a chance, especially with Williams standing just a few feet away from him with the ball at his feet. But he did well to keep composure and to slot it in.
Williams with the hat-trick. Here come Rochester at the other end. Across it comes. Half a chance, but the Battery will see it clear with Higashi now. Williams went down off the ball. I think he's okay. Here he is now, Romario Williams. Trying to hold off his fellow countryman, Canardo Forbes. Last-ditch tackle there from Farrell. He had to make the challenge, and it was a good one. Now James. 15 minutes to go till half-time. Rochester trail. Charleston have found their scoring touch. Well, Romario Williams has 3 goals for the Jamaican striker. He's on loan this year from Atlanta United of Major League Soccer. On a season-long loan, Romario Williams. It's his second year with the Battery. Here's Canado Forbes. Squares it to Fall. Feiwu's in acres of space out there. He's got time to pick a cross, does he? No, he overhits it. Needs to do a little bit better there. He had time to look up, but straight behind for a goal kick.
Well, Williams led the Battery in goals in 2016, and it's early days, but with those 3 under his belt, he could be heading the same way for the 2017 season.
Well, you definitely think he should be there or thereabouts. Had a good year last year, but off to a really good start this season. As the cross comes in, he's got 4 now for the year as Higashi controls it. Back it goes to O'Brien Woodbine, looks up, drives it forward. Little bump there from Williams, and Charleston are going to get the ball here, and it's round the outside for Williams. Lovely touch. Waiting for the run of Chang. Chang around the outside. It's Guerra in the middle. Heavy touch. Williams finds the loose ball. Down he goes. Play on, says the referee. The shot is buried. Guerra. 4-0 Charleston. Well, again, Rochester's defense just opening up a little bit there. Very, very good finish from the Trinidad and Tobago national team player. Let's have a look at the goal.
We can see the pairing of them two again. Good footwork as he comes in and manages to twist his body and find that corner again.
Well, it's an assist, isn't it, for Romario Williams? And he finds his strike partner, Guerra, who makes it 4-0. And I'll tell you what, when you think about the teams that Bob Lilly coaches, it's very rare for them to give up goals, to give up more than 1 goal. And it's 4 now in the first half. He's sitting on just below us looking at the players. He will not be pleased. Fall. Back to Pratzner. Campbell across to Canado Forbes. Francois with possession now. Forbes gets it wide. Well, we talked about Rochester finding a response. I think right now it's about not conceding, isn't it?
Absolutely, and we've seen no changes from Lilly, and we don't see any players warming up on the touchline, so we'll have to wait and see if half-time brings any substitutions in.
I think you might be thinking about the hairdryer at half-time for some of the players, because it has been a bit sloppy and they've paid the price, Rochester. Fall now for the Rhinos. Clips it across. Unlucky, just can't keep it in there. Ryan James, it'll be a throw-in for Charleston Battery. So a first half hat-trick for Romario Williams, a goal for Atula Guerra. Battery in firm control here at MUSC Health Stadium. Second goal of the year for Guerra as Woodbine launches it up the line. It's there to be one in the midfield. Portillo got the ball away. It looked like he got caught a little bit late there. The referee allows play to continue. It'll be a throw-in. Don't forget, Charleston had 2 penalty shouts earlier in the game as well. Albeit not the strongest of claims, but you never know sometimes. Really been one-way traffic this first half. Here's Griffith for the Battery. Up to the Cuban Chang. Nice deft touch, and Griffith has got lots of pace. Forbes trying to stay with him, and it's a pass that's cut out by Rochester. Chang digs in there, tries to win it back. Actually, Anunga, who got the tackle in, but the referee says free kick.
It was very close. They looked to be leaning on each other just the same, but as one player falls down and the referee had a good view.
James now for Rochester. Inside to Ghazi. Out to the far side. Camden Feiwu rolls it in. Here's Pratzen, the right back. He's got James just down the line if he wants to try a little clip pass. Back inside now to Francois. Higashi making it hard for him to find a pass through the middle. Oh, the referee gets in the way there. Charleston win it back. Little 1-2. Sure that he's okay, our referee. Players will continue without him, of course.
I think it took his legs from under him. He's still on one knee, as you can see in the middle of the field there. I'm not sure if he'll be blowing his whistle.
I think, yeah, there you go. I think the players have stopped play for him, and, well,
looks to be holding his knee.
I'm not sure that he can continue. So we might have to have the fourth official into the game here. Let's have a look.
And you can see it just hit his knee, but I think it's the way that he landed. You could see one leg completely went from under him and he struggled to get up.
Well, it's Bobby Weissenberger from MUSC Sports Medicine on the field. And I agree with you. I think when he goes down there, the way he landed is very awkward. And I'm not sure he's going to be able to continue. The fourth official is Benjamin Jackson, so could be that he gets brought into the game here. Let's hope Howard Ash is okay. Local referee, actually played at the College of Charleston as a youngster. I wonder, while we have this stoppage in play, if we can't have another look at a couple of those goals. Romario Williams with a hat-trick here in the first half. It's really been all about Romario, hasn't it?
Absolutely, and we've seen that chemistry. And here's the replay.
It's the first one.
He does so well to keep that ball under control and just slots it in. And here's the second one, is his one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper looks to have lost his footing a bit there, but I'm not sure he really would have stood a chance with him. And again, one-on-one.
Just far too easy, though. Woodbine just throwing it straight to Williams inside at the penalty spot. And, well, he can't believe his luck. That's the hat-trick, guys. First half hat-trick for that man there, Romario Williams. Well, Howard Ash is up and okay. Maybe just a little... Just making sure, aren't they, that he can continue. I think he's going to be okay to continue. So it looked like he might have twisted his knee, but seems like he's up and okay. Have one more look at it. Really nothing, is it? The ball came across. It was a Rochester player. Hit straight at him. Oh, he just went
trying to get his legs out the way so fast that he just landed in an awkward position.
Yeah, credit to the referee. You know, he's trying to get out of the way of the pass, and wouldn't have known too much about it. So he's up and okay. And I believe it'll just be a throw-in for Rochester. Unless our referee decides that the whistle blew before the Battery played the ball into touch. I think he's going to allow Rochester to give it back to Charleston. I'm just wondering, that little break in play might help Rochester. They've just been shell-shocked a little bit. I can't remember a side that Bob Lilly's coached ever conceding 4 in the first half. But they have tonight. Battery taken advantage. Lasso clips it away. Pratzner heads forward. Woodbine angles it down to Higashi. Oh, lovely touch from the youngster. Slips it inside, but Fall is there.
Williams still working hard to win that ball back.
I tell you what, he's breathing down the neck of the defenders. Farrell just about gets it away, and so does Lynn, the goalkeeper. He's a nightmare if you're a defender, Williams, just because he will chase you. Charleston win the throw-in. Portillo gets it wide to Chang. Charleston looking for a fifth before the break. Rochester head away. Anunga steps in. There's the tug of the shirt. The referee was in a good position. And it will be a throw-in for Charleston Battery. We're going to lose Poppy in a minute. She's going to head down to the sideline and hopefully get a word from Mike Anhauser before the break, Poppy. I'm sure he's got some... he can't be displeased with the performance.
No, and hopefully we'll hear from Coach Lilly as well and hear if there's going to be any changes to come in this second half for the Rochester Rhinos.
Charleston gather up the loose ball. Guerra drops the shoulder, slips it across towards Higashi, defended away by the Rhinos. They turn with it. Bukimia. Out to the far side. I think Poppy's going to leave her. She'll head down to the halfway line. With a bit of luck, we'll catch up with her in a couple of minutes with head coach Mike Anhauser. 5 minutes to go till the break. Charleston Battery 4, Rochester Rhinos 0. Pratzner for Rochester. Bukimia heads it back inside. Camden Fewu. Little angle ball across, and the Disnell Cooper can pick it up. Oh, lovely play there from Romario Williams. Portillo working down this near side, just drops it down the line for Guerra to chase. All over the back of the defender. Good defending that, though, and it'll be a goal kick for Charleston Battery. Well, unless there's a collapse, you'd have to, well, you put money on Charleston hanging on to this lead, wouldn't you? Particularly the way they're playing. See what Coach Bob Lilly can do at the halftime break with his troops. Have to have a little think, isn't he, about the way they approach the second half. Be looking for a lot more out of his side after the break as Lasso comes across. Oh, it's not the best clearance. Here's a chance for Forbes. Drives it at the near post. Saved by Cooper. Quick throw out. Now here's Portillo. Angles the pass to Guerra. Williams joins in. Woodbine to Higashi. Great turn from the Japanese winger. Just alive, just kept alive there by Guerra. Cross court, driven ball from Woodbine. Headed away by Rochester. Chang controls. Not too much to aim at in the middle. He flicks it forward. Campbell comes over the top of Williams. Heads clear. Heavy challenge from Woodbine. He got the ball. Came right through Francois, right in front of the bench. No problem, says the referee. That's a free kick. No free kick. That's a throw-in. No nonsense defender, O'Brien Woodbine. Saw with the assist on the third Williams goal. He's also very savvy when it comes to game management. He saw the opportunity. It was a quick throw in and finish, really. Here's Rochester now coming forward down this near side with James. James on the right foot will turn back inside onto the left, curls one in. Lasso heads away. Chang cushions it to Griffith on the far side. Chang, can he keep possession? Not quite. Well, I think he was held there. A little bit of pushing and shoving on the far side. The referee across. Camden Fewu involved with Michael Chang. Like Howard Asher's got it under control. The referee tonight. Live at MUSC Health Stadium here. Andrew Bell with Poppy Miller now on the sideline. We'll join her at the break if we can. See if we have time. There was that little stoppage break, so hopefully we can catch up with her. Free kick for the Charleston Battery. Camden Fewu just getting a word from the referee. Was too much there. To the last minute of the first half. Anticipating a couple of minutes of stoppage time. Charleston 4-0 up here. Again, it's Romario Williams with a hat-trick. Guerra with a goal. The Battery have been rampant. No, the ball stayed in play. There's a foul, though. Portillo clips the heels of Bernardo Forbes. It's a free kick for Rochester. Ball fall. Gets us back underway. Again, he's the cousin of Jermaine Jones, the national team player, the LA Galaxy man. Hasn't really had much of an impact yet. Ball again. Nice weighted pass to the far side. Charleston will volley it away. It was Lasso who got his foot through it. See how much time the fourth official is adding on. 3 minutes. And we're into those 3 minutes right now. Sergio Campbell plays it square. Fall has come back to collect it. Here he is now, the big midfielder. Native of Frankfurt, Germany, slots it into the gap. Ghazi, good first touch. Turns, looks up, squares it. Pratzner works it wide to James. This is better from Rochester. Down the line it goes. Woodbine got his head in the way. Be a throw in. There's James over the ball. Looks up, goes backwards with the throw. Pratzner just loops one into the danger area. Lasso jumps, heads away. Anunga helps it on. Fall thought about the strike. Forbes, a little 1-2. Camden Feiwu on the far side. Working against Chang, who gets the tackle away. It's a throw in though. Oh, lovely turn there. Cross comes in. It's a good ball in, and it's stabbed away by Mueller. Not fully clear. Another cross comes in. It strikes the back of Griffith, who turns and scoops it away. Better spell this from the Rhinos. They make Charleston pay. Across it comes. It's a little long, that. Chested back to Cooper, who grabs the loose ball. It's a round of applause from the fans here. Adisno Cooper, the former Cuban national team goalkeeper. Popular figure. Played yet this year with Tambakis starting both of the first 2 games on loan from Atlanta United. Going to be a throw in for Charleston. I'm not sure we're going to catch up with Coach Anhauser. Probably right after the break. Sounds like we're going to have to quickly go to break at the end here because end of the half because of that extended stoppage time. If Poppy can get some information while she's down there, though. She has been talking to the coach just to her left. Lasso to the halfway line. Into touch it goes. Stay with us at halftime. We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll bring you the goals, and we've got 4 of them to show you. First half highlights. And there is the end of the first half. 4-0 Charleston. And we're going to go to break. When we come back, first half highlights, the score after, and here shortly, as soon as she can get back upstairs. And away we go. Charleston with possession, and they send it long. And looking for Williams off the shoulder. Is it going to be? Oh, into the side netting. Well, it was a long ball from Quinton Griffith. And it was actually touched away by Lynn, so we'll count that as a save. Let's have a look at this. Just did enough, the goalkeeper, into the side netting. Well played. And it's a corner kick for the Battery. Quickly taken. Short corner. Chang to the back post. Lasso over it. Tries to keep it alive. Turns with possession. Still has it, the big defender. He's tackled there. It'll be a throw for Rochester. Well, Charleston have shown that they're looking for more, aren't they? Right from the kickoff. Long throw. Down the line. It's Higashi with possession. Slides it in. Williams down the line for Woodbine. And that will be a corner kick for Charleston. Justin Portillo across. He does take the corners when they are on that side with that right foot. Coach Anhauser prefers an in-swinger. Portillo over the dead ball. He'll be looking for Lasso. Whipped in at the near post, and the flashing header is just wide of the target. It was Taylor Mueller. It came off a Rochester player last, and it's another corner for the Charleston Battery. Poppy is back with us now. We'll get some thoughts from her. She was down there for half-time. I'm sure has a little bit of insight. Here's the delivery from Portillo. It's another good one into the near post. This time Rochester can get it away, and it'll be a throw-in for the Rhinos midway up inside the half on the far side. No changes for the Battery after 45 minutes, Poppy, and Mike Anhauser seemed quite pleased.
He seems very happy. No changes. He wants to keep it how the eyes happy with their confident play and composure. On the other hand, Coach Lilly seems to think that the Rochester Rhinos' heads went down after the second goal and they haven't been able to rebuild from that. He's hoping they'll come out stronger in the second half, so we'll wait and see, but still no changes from either team.
Yeah, well, he might be onto something there, Coach Lilly. I think the heads did drop, and it was too easy, wasn't it? The third goal off the throw-in. Here come Rochester now. Can they claw their way back into this game? It's Francois on the far side. Chips to the back post. It's over the striker up there. Kept in play, though, by Forbes. The referee says, no, the ball went out, did it? Or is it an offside flag up? It'll be a free kick for the Charleston Battery. Yeah, I noticed you were talking to Coach Lilly. I'm guessing he was still fairly calm. Very
calm as he headed in, and he said that he wanted to do an interview as soon as he came out and that he'd be in a better mood, but he certainly didn't look too frustrated through his body language on the sideline there.
Yeah, unable to get that interview with Coach Lilly. I think it was that stoppage time that really thwarted us at the end of the first half. We're on a tight deadline here. There he is, though. Bob Lilly, 220 wins in USL. Remarkable record. Multiple championships, including the one with Rochester 2 years ago. Here's Forbes, slipping it across to the far side. He's going to get around Lasso as he could chance this for the Rhinos, and out comes Cooper to make the stop and slots it away for a throw-in on the far side.
Cooper wanted to make sure that he fully got rid of it there, running outside the box to make sure he had the clearance.
Cross comes in, stabbed away by Woodbine. So a chance for Rochester, really the best chance of the game. 5 minutes into the second half. Here's Fall. Angled ball forward for Forbes. Turns away from trouble. Slots it in, plays it in. Chance maybe on the rebound. Sliding challenge from Lasso. It wouldn't have counted the flag up for offside. Well, that's better from Rochester.
We've seen a few players lose their feet here at crucial moments. The grounds look to be slightly wet, and I know they're struggling to keep their feet.
Yeah, we notice this. It often happens early in the season when they're on the ryegrass. You have to wear a stud really on this surface, or it does get slick as the evening progresses. The dew comes down. Nice slip header on there. Williams in very quickly. Charleston win it in the tackle. Here's Guerra. Turns. Looks for some help. It's Romario Williams. Leaves it for Chang. Guerra again. Chang. Across to Anunga. Trying to drop it in for Woodbine. The flag stays down. Woodbine on the volley. He can't get the shot away. Across it comes. Portillo in traffic. Williams for Chang. Saved by the keeper. Good save. Not fully away yet. Strong challenge there. Now the counter-attack is on, though. Across it goes to the far side. Francois with a bit of pace. He's dragged the centre-half Lasso across. Higashi back goal side. Here's Forbes. Cross comes in. It's overhit that. And will run away for a throw-in on this. Well, goal kick, actually, as it comes across the goal line. Have a look at this save that... Or the chance, rather, for Chang.
He did well to find Chang in that space as Chang altered his body to get that shot off.
Good save by Dan Lind. 4-0 the score, and we've had a couple of chances already for both teams in the second half. Quinton Griffith takes the free kick. It's direct ball straight over the top again. The flag goes up. Williams trying to get off the shoulder.
I thought we were going to see another one-on-one with the goalkeeper there for a minute.
Well, they'll be well aware of his pace now, that back four. Of course, Sergio Campbell and Romario Williams, teammates on the Reggae Boys side. I think they both played 90 minutes when Jamaica played the United States earlier this year. They'll be very familiar with each other. Here's Cooper, the Battery goalkeeper. Punts away. Guerra trying to slip it across to Higashi, but it's Campbell who controls. Up the line. Loose touch back, but Rochester have possession. Mike Ghazi all the way back to Lind in goal. He's going to be put under pressure. He'll play it away first time. Anunga heads back to Lasso. Can't do much with that one. And Rochester take up the running here. Running at the Battery back four. It's a chance for Francois, and he puts it over the bar. Wallfall played him through, but he couldn't get it on frame.
We saw a few gaps open in the Battery back line, and the shot was able to just go over the crossbar.
Yeah, not too far off. Half a chance there. Cooper away. Chang heads on. Guerra just treads on it there, but it's Portillo first to the loose ball. Oh, that's not the best pass from Chang. His fall. Needs to get onto the ball a bit more. Wallfall. Him and Ghazi in the midfield. Here is Ghazi now. Part of that championship winning team just a couple of years ago. Seen a lot of turnover since then, the Rhinos. This man was also a winner that year. Canardo Forbes, he was looking for the give and go there, but it never came back to him as Fall steps past a couple of players, gets the shot away. What a save!
Fantastic save by Cooper.
Well, we'll see if we can have another look at that. He got across very quickly, Poppy.
Weaves in and out of the Battery players and just tapped out of bounds by the Battery goalkeeper.
He had to stretch Cooper, but he got it behind. It's a corner though, so the danger not over yet for Charleston. 4 players in the box for Rochester attacking this. It's got Canardo Forbes over the ball. Plays it short. Ball tries to angle it back in. It's a set piece that they've worked. The tackle comes in from Higashi, and it all breaks down. It was a good idea, but in the end, Charleston's midfielder was there to prevent the chance. So an interesting set piece attempt. Charleston weather the storm. The header from Mueller, not the best, and here come Rochester. Good tackle that from Mueller. Portillo to the halfway line. He's so strong, Williams, and he takes possession at the halfway line. Turns away with it. Good tackle from Fall. Wow, free kick, says the referee. Fall up in his face, and there's the yellow card. I think the yellow card coming for the dissent more than anything. Too much wrong with that, Poppy.
We can just see the frustration at the end. A little bit too close to the referee for his liking.
I think that's the first booking, isn't it?
I think so.
So Wallfall is booked. Yellow card for him. Lasso chips down the line. Straight into touch. It'll be a throw-in for Rochester.
We've just seen some Rochester Rhino players line the sideline. Could we expect to see a substitution coming up soon?
Well, does have some attacking options off the bench, Coach Lilly, including Darius Madison, Johan Groff, Ryan Felix. They've all played this year. Groff and Madison have both scored goals as Charleston get the decision from the referee. It'll be a free kick for the Battery. No movement from the Battery bench yet. Guerra helped to his feet by the referee Howard Ash. Let me remind you that stay up to date on the latest USL news and information. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Mondays at 9 o'clock. On Sirius XM channel 85. Don't forget that Sirius XM will also air the game of the week. Check USLsoccer.com for times and dates. While I was reading that, Romario Williams went down at the edge of the 18-yard box, holding his ankle. Let's hope he's okay. Howard Ash, just out of your screen, off your screen, is just saying to the athletic trainer to stay off the field. So it looks like Williams will be okay. And I'll remind you, soccer fans, that Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. More information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Good night for Williams. Hate for it to end with an injury. Battery in Tampa next week before returning to MUSC Health Stadium in a fortnight's time to take on Ottawa Fury. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff with fireworks after the match. Tickets at charlestonbattery.com. We're approaching the hour mark here, and Rochester have a free kick. And I think they'll send up the defenders here, Poppy. It's a chance. Well, they take it short. There's still some bodies forward. If they can get the cross in. Forbes over it. Well, that was not the best worked set piece. Now the ball is played forward. Chance for Ghazi, who chips it in. It comes off Lasso. It'll be a corner kick.
And as they prepare for the corner kick, we can see some substitutes coming in for Rochester. We've got Lee Ray coming in.
Well, he might wait just a second, but it looks like they're pulling the jerseys on. That's Graf as well, pulling on a jersey, Poppy. Talking to Bob Lilly. It's going to be a corner for Rochester. Driven in, headed away, and a lovely first touch from Williams. He won't be afraid to run him from here, you know, Williams. And away he goes. Good tackle from the Rochester.
The referee's given it.
Oh, he's given a free kick, has he? A yellow card as well. Well, Williams was away. And the Battery players might be looking for a different colour there. I think he was so far from goal, though, wasn't he? I thought he made the tackle, but clearly did not. We'll see if we can have a look at that challenge again. Williams put his head down. He was headed to goal. It was Ryan James who caught him, so he's booked, James. Right on the hour mark here. Charleston are 4-0 up. Woodbine sends it in. Portillo forward to Higashi. Just muscled off the ball. Rochester on the ground. Trying to play their way out of trouble. Leukemia involved. Hasn't really seen much of it so far. That's a nice ball over the top. Francois first to the loose ball. Looks up. He's got Forbes with him. Woodbine defending. The cross blocked by Woodbine. Set back. Tackled by Anunga. He had to get the ball and he did. Now Higashi to Portillo. Square to Chang. To Anunga rather. Now across to Griffith. Woodbine trying to angle it in. Chang controls the loose ball. It's on his left foot. Williams now. Squares it to Higashi. Guerra. Very tight in there. Portillo tries his luck. And the strike wide of the target. Well, here come the changes, Poppy, that you mentioned. A chance for both teams to make changes. And it's going to be O'Brien Woodbine who makes way for Skylar Thomas, who makes his debut tonight for the Charleston Battery. Good performance from Woodbine.
An excellent first game back for him. We saw that confidence that we were talking about in the pre-game, and he certainly didn't disappoint tonight.
Yeah, he had a good game. An assist on the third goal. Rochester are going to make a couple of changes with Camden Faywu making way for Lee. That's Ray Lee coming on right there. And then an attacking change with Rayan Leukemia making way for Johan Graf. Graf scored, of course, in that 3-3 game that they opened the season with against New York Red Bulls. So, see if he can have an impact, Graf. Away to the halfway line. Thomas, his first touch is a header. Good first touch there from Guerra, who drives it across to Chang. Chang working against the defender, cuts inside him, gets the shot away. It's on target. Oh, he scuffed at it and picks it up on the second attempt. Guerra almost able to knock that one in.
That was very close. I think he just lost contact with the ball for a split second and panicked. And of course, the Battery, showing no mercy, were there to pick it up.
Right, no mercy. Well, Guerra comes up a little bit lame. He got on the score sheet in the first half, almost got a second there. Like he'll be okay. Dan Lind got away with one. Breathes a sigh of relief, and Guerra back to the halfway line. There's Lind. His first start of the season. With Thomas Gomez benched tonight, makes way for Lind. He did play in the first 2 games this year. There is Guerra. Close control, goes back to Thomas. Skylar Thomas comes to the Charleston Battery from Toronto, Major League Soccer. Been asked to play left back here. Woodbine, of course, well, we mentioned it at the top of the show. This is his first game back tonight, so Coach Anhauser would not have wanted him to play too much longer than an hour. At the moment, it's Rochester looking for a way back into this game, or perhaps just a goal to get them started. They've dug a big, deep hole for themselves, the Rhinos. Charleston 4-0 up. Graf slips on the surface. Anunga tackled, caught in possession. Thomas stabs the tackle away. Forbes pushes it wide. Francois working against Thomas. Sets it back. James inside to Ghazi. The referee says no foul, and Charleston can bring it clear here. Anunga challenged, and it came off the Rochester player last, and it'll be a throw-in for the Charleston Battery. I would think if you're Coach Anhauser, this is just the response you wanted from that loss last week.
Absolutely. They've done so well to get numbers forward and support the ball, but also to get numbers back when the offense has taken place.
Good performance to this point in the game. There's Lasso. Across to Thomas. Up the line it goes. Higashi. Lasso again. Going to have to go long with it. Headed away by Pratson. Paul, who looks like about a foot taller than Portillo. Portillo doesn't even try and win it in the air. Here's Gruff now, the substitute. Trying to combine with Canardo Forbes. Forbes will get it down the line. Lee, tackled by Chang, wins it back. And again now, Lee. Little step over, just being held away by Quinton Griffith, and Charleston can play it away now. Guerra tackled by Fall. Campbell just about strong enough to hold him off. Here's Fall again. Nice little pass to Ghazi. Down the line to Francois. Higashi gets his body in the way. Charleston defending at the moment. It's Ghazi to the byline. Tackled by Lasso. And then away finally to concede a throw-in on the far side.
Great tackle by Lasso and cleared out just in time by the Battery.
Been better from Rochester, hasn't it? And enjoying a good spell of possession here. Maybe a chance for a cross. Rochester Rhinos with it. 67th minute. Forbes, good ball in. Look at that for the 1-2. Can he get the shot away? Cannot. Sets it wide for the winger on this near side. Back it comes to Forbes. Shot is wide of the target from the Jamaican. Goal kick. Let's have a look at that chance again from Canado Forbes.
It just found a path right through the middle of the Battery players. And luckily just to the edge of the goal for Cooper.
Yeah, unlucky there, Forbes. Does strike a ball well. Of course, he does take most of the set pieces. Here come Rochester again. Anunga slips as he gets the tackle in. Got the ball. Higashi working hard to prevent Francois from finding a teammate. Here's Campbell now. Ball dispossessed. He's having a word with his teammates, and the Charleston Battery meanwhile are counter-attacking here with Chang. Chang looks up, picks out Higashi, who goes to goal. He's around the last defender. Still going, Higashi, and behind in the end for a goal kick. It was a great first touch from the midfielder.
Great first touch. He's so agile, and we've seen that all game. He's just very, very able to get in behind the back line and to take that extra touch and increase the power.
There he is. Great story. Higashi came to the open trials in Charleston, scored in a pre-season match, scored a tying goal against Seattle Sounders. Here he is on the ball and earned his contract. Commits the foul. It'll be a free kick for Rochester. Well, remember, only 3 subs allowed, and I think Rochester are making a third change in just a minute. So the last roll of the dice from head coach Bob Lilly, and why not? Really have too much to lose at this point. 4-0 down. I think he'll know that this game is probably beyond Rochester. Enough time, really, but we shall see. Stranger things have happened. Here's Campbell out to the far side. The ball played over the top for the pacey Francois. Gets to the ball first. Thomas leans into him. Forces the ball back. James clips it forward for Canado Forbes. Can he get there? No, can't quite make it. Goal kick. A couple more warming up away to our right as well, Poppy, for the Battery. Just wondering whether Coach Anhauser will give Romario Williams a rest. He's already got the hat-trick.
I wouldn't be surprised to rest those legs.
Ahead of that game next week, it's Tampa on the road for the Battery. Rochester, of course, they've got the home opener next weekend. Make sure you get out to that if you're in the Rochester area. That's a nice pass from Forbes out to Lee on this near side. Early cross in, and it's headed away by Lasso. Rochester throw-in. Quickly taken. Francois. Campbell now. Back to Pratson. Switches it to Lee, the substitute. Griffith under a bit of pressure, just clips it away. Good header that from Chang. Anunga. Down the line for Williams. Tackled there by Ghazi. It'll be a throw-in for Charleston Battery, and that will allow the final change. It's going to be Beresford coming in, I believe. And Wallfall will make way. Well, there were signs, sparks of the play we know he's capable of, Wallfall, but in the end, a disappointing night, I think, as Beresford comes in. Coach Lilly just having a word with him before he sits back down on the bench. There's Quinton Griffith of the Battery. Gets the throw in for Guerra. Bit tight in there. Rochester pump it clear. The ball there to be won. It's Beresford first to the loose ball. Squares it. James back inside to Beresford. Here's Lee. Sets it down the line for Gruff. Angles it back. Oh, he misses the pass there. That'll be a throw-in for Charleston. Well, I'm not sure what Coach Lilly said at half-time, Poppy, but it's done the trick, hasn't it? The game has really settled down for Rochester. They're much more competitive now.
Absolutely. They're still fighting. They're still challenging with every ball and playing with that high energy.
It was just missing a little bit, wasn't it? Coach Lilly saying felt that heads dropped at the second goal and Charleston took advantage. 4-0 the scoreline. 73rd minute here. Romario Williams, if you're joining us late, got the first half hat-trick. Atula Guerra with a 4th goal. Williams with the assist on that. Farrell now. Squares it to Pratson. To the halfway line. I can see Eviel Cordovez, the striker, pulling on his jersey. Down below us for the Charleston Battery, so it looks like a change is coming. Beresford, the substitute, on his left foot, drives it in, and it's through traffic, but misses the target. That will be a goal kick for Cooper and the Battery.
With this substitution, we can see the Battery aren't settling. They're after more goals.
Yeah, and I wonder if it'll be Williams who comes off. Probably think he doesn't want to risk his star striker. But we shall see what Coach Anhauser's got up his sleeve. We'll wait for the next stoppage for that substitution as Rochester head away. James back to Pratson, who has to go all the way back to Dan Lind. Chang with a touch, back to Quinton Griffith. Got a lot of pace, Griffith, and he's showing a pair of heels to Canardo Forbes. Lovely flick back to him, looks up, swings it to the back post, and it's beyond everyone. Guerra the closest, but he slipped as it came across. Good tackle that from Skylar Thomas. Higashi to Portillo. Now Chang. Good footwork from the Cuban. Still going. Sits up for him. The strike will fly over the bar for a goal kick.
And here's that substitution we were just mentioning earlier. And it's going to be Williams that comes off and replaced by Cordovez.
So Cordovez comes on. Well, there's Romario Williams, and you couldn't really ask for more from your striker tonight, Poppy.
And you can hear it in the stadium. The fans are clapping. They're happy. And he's really, really brought the atmosphere here tonight at the MUSC Stadium.
What a night for Romario Williams. A hat-trick and an assist. I would say he's a contender for man of the match. As the big striker, Eviel Cordovez, comes on. It'll be more of the same, I think, for Rochester to deal with. Cordovez, a big, powerful man himself. Higashi's going to have to hold it because Cordovez was just offside. Sets it back now to Portillo. Now Chang. Here's Griffith in space. Looks up. Good ball in. And it's headed back across to him by Higashi, of all people. And that will be a goal kick. Good ball across from Quinton Griffith. Four goals in the first half. Nothing yet in the second. Is there a way back from Rochester? You'd have to say it would be unlikely, but there's a slip from Skylar Thomas. Francois onto the loose ball, gets the shot away, and it's just wide of the target. Unlucky. They're asking for a corner, but It's going to just be a goal kick for the Battery. So Mike Anhauser is going to keep one sub in his pocket, with Williams and Thomas, the two that have come in so far. There are still some players warming up over there. Charleston work it forward. The referee will blow his whistle, Howard Ash.
I think we'll see the Battery take their time with this free kick.
Yeah, game management will come into it now. Good point. No reason to rush it.
As it's played to the back line to Forrest Lasso.
Square to Mueller. Back across to Lasso. Just over 10 minutes to play. Higashi tackled. Throw in Charleston. I think he's done well tonight, the young Japanese player, on his debut for the Battery at home.
He certainly made an impact.
Griffith sends it in and it's stabbed towards the goal by Portillo, but over the bar.
Portillo really anchors the middle down for the Battery, connecting the passes from the back line to the forwards, and very consistent in every game.
Yeah, he's been integral, really, hasn't he? Metronomic with his passing. Well, Quinton Griffith's gone down. I think he got a little knock to the head there. The referee's going to have to stop play. Well, let's hope Quinton's okay. Referee just having a word. Does he need to see the athletic trainer? Yes, so on comes Bobby Weissenberger of MUSC Health Sports Medicine. Ooh.
Just see an arm to the face.
Yeah, that arm was up a little bit, wasn't it, from Johan Gruff. Bob Lilly having a word with Ghazi. Vastly experienced. Well, he may not get the result tonight, Bob Lilly, but don't worry about Rochester. They'll be back to his guidance. Pretty good start to the season for the Rhinos. This is just the third game. Remember, home opener next weekend. The Battery on the road next weekend in Tampa. Charleston back home in a fortnight against Ottawa. First ever meeting between those clubs. Quinton Griffith is up and okay. Cooper flips it forward. Chang heads on. Cordovez strong enough to find a teammate, but the referee didn't play the advantage there, and it'll be a free kick for Charleston. So a free kick chance for Charleston.
Portillo lines up, holding the ball, waiting for Rochester, and we've seen quite a few set pieces come from him already this season.
Have a look at this. Actually could have played on, really, couldn't he? Because the Battery had the advantage. But you're right, Poppy. Just back to your point. Portillo over the dead ball. He's deadly from these sort of areas. And he works it in towards the back post. It's there. Charleston can't get anything on it. Thomas finds the loose ball. Swings it back into the middle. Chang. Surely, yes! Simple finish for Michael Chang. And Charleston have added another one. And it's 5-0 to the Battery.
Another great ball in from Portillo there.
Let's have a look at that, Poppy. You're right. Super ball in from Portillo caused the confusion.
And a cross from Skylar, and it just finds Chang. And again, composed in front of the goal.
Well, you've played the game. You know, that looked easy, didn't it? But it was a very, very composed finish.
Absolutely. And we've seen that from all the Battery players here tonight against the Rochester Rhinos.
Well, if there was a way back for Rochester, that has gone. 5-0 now the scoreline, with about 8.5 minutes to play. Strong challenge there from Thomas. Bring up a free kick, I think. Remember, Rochester home next weekend. Battery on the road as Thomas gets booked for the challenge. I believe that's Charleston's first yellow card of the evening.
I think we can expect to see a lot of added on time here at the end with all the stoppages we've had in this second half.
Yeah, we'll see what the referee decides. Could be right. Rochester tied that first game against Toronto, and then they came back with the 3-2 win at Bethlehem. And then this 5-0 so far. Slick little turn there from Chang. The referee says no foul. That'll be a throw in for the Rhinos. Remember, 8 USL championships between these teams. A little bit of history between them in the playoffs as well. Oh, he just slipped there, I think, the player, and it's Portillo with the loose ball. Sends it wide to Higashi. There's a player down off the ball. Charleston are going to kick it out, surely. Higashi does that to allow some attention for Francois. Well, let's hope he can continue, because Coach Lilly's made his substitutions.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's not going to be able to continue, is the signal, I don't think. Well, we'll see. Let's see if they can revive him with the magic spray. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough old 7 or 8 minutes for Rochester, playing a man down. Dominant performance tonight from the Battery. I mean, if you look at this game before the match, you would not have picked Charleston to score 5.
No, absolutely. And we've just seen the Battery players working their way forward, getting numbers in front of the ball, but also defending well.
It's usually a very tight fixture, this.
Usually. Today, it's been a completely different story from start to end. We had a spell of Rochester attacking in the early second half, but as legs get tired, we can expect to see less and less.
I think damage control at this point is the order of the day. It looks like Francois is going to be okay to continue. Higashi sends it back to Thomas. Charleston looking for a 6th. I'm sure it will be, as Poppy Miller said earlier in the half, no mercy. Higashi working against the Rochester midfield. Finds Anunga. Anunga with Griffith, who's in plenty of space on this near side. Down the line to Chang. Through the legs, but Lee was aware of the danger. Goes back to the keeper. Good touch. Flips it away. Lasso controls the loose ball. Anunga finds Griffith to Chang. Down the line, and Griffith is behind Lee. Plays it in square, a chance. And it's a good tackle to save what would have been a very awkward opportunity. And it's going to be a corner for Charleston. And one more change coming. It's going to be Charleston who make that final change. Let's look at this chance again, though. Oof, good tackle, that. Very good challenge from Pratzner to prevent Guerra from tapping in. That'll be the last thing Guerra does as he steps off the field to make way for Ricky Garbanzo. Garbanzo, a local player from Coastal Carolina University. There's Atula Guerra. A goal for him tonight. Free kick. Set back. Short one. Griffith sends it in. Higashi at the edge of the 18. First time ball. Anunga back into the middle. They're leaning into it. The keeper Lind is there. Rochester bring it away. Now sent long, looking for Gruff. Knocked to the ground by Lasso. Play will continue because no foul called. Throw in now for the Rhinos. Lee rolls it square. Heavy challenge from Anunga. That will be a free kick for Rochester. And I would have to say this is a chance. Maybe a chance for a consolation goal here. Bernardo Forbes over it quickly. Well, he can strike it, Poppy.
It's a bad place to give out a free kick, especially in the final few minutes of the game. And we can see on the replay here, he knows straight away.
Yep.
And he'll see a yellow card.
Yeah, so booked. Forbes. And let's see what Forbes can... Sorry, Anunga booked. Let's see what Forbes can do from the free kick. He's asking for the 10 yards.
All Battery players are back.
Forbes over it. There you can see a good angle there from our camera crew, our local crew here in Charleston. It suits a right footer, and he is a right footer. Can he bend it around or over the wall? It's Canado Forbes. He got under it, the Jamaican, the captain of Rochester Rhinos. He's capable of better there.
That wasn't a threat to the goalkeeper. As you can see his frustration as the ball goes high.
Lily still barking out the instructions as Additional Cooper gets us back underway, drives it forward. Griffiths snaps the header down. Coach Anhauser involved there with a little touch. Well, that's a rugby tackle. Surely that's a free kick, yes. Well, the referee is going to have a word with Taylor. Is he booking him?
I think we're going to see a yellow card coming out. As he's called back.
Well, that will disappoint the captain, Taylor Mueller. He is booked on really what otherwise he would probably characterise as a perfect night. Skippering the side, 5-0 up. There's a little time remaining, maybe a chance for Rochester to create some problems here. It's Forbes from the dead ball situation. Headed away by Griffith. Back across to Forbes. Running at Portillo to the byline. Hit that with some venom across the face. Thomas kept his eye on it and will send that long and into touch for a throw-in. Rochester win it in the midfield. Chance for a cross perhaps. In it comes. An awkward one. Mueller taking no chances. Pumps that one clear. And we are into time added on at the end of the first half now. 2 minutes have been added. Rochester with some pressure here late in the game. It's Forbes. On his right foot. He angled that one. It actually went the opposite way, but wide of the target. Well, he's tried hard tonight, Canado Forbes. Decent performance, but really nothing he could do really about the result. I mean, Charleston just dominant in that first 45 minutes. He's off the field now, but you have to say, the player that really caused the problems tonight, Romario Williams.
Absolutely. He's just been phenomenal. So calm and composed, but been pressuring the goalkeeper and the back line from the very first whistle.
Rochester win the second ball. Francois turns back with it. Oh, nice little drop of the shoulder there. Mueller, or rather Lasso across on the cover. Hit that with some pace away, but Rochester find the loose ball. Here's Forbes. Chang with the tackle. Garbonzo knocked to the ground. The referee looking for an advantage. It's not going to come. And it'll be a free kick for the Charleston Battery. By my watch, not too much time remaining. Final thoughts, Poppy. I mean, just a dominant performance, really.
And we have to give credit to the whole Battery team for the service up to Williams. I mean, he's been put through every time one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So it's just been a fantastic performance, really, from the whole Battery side.
Yeah, I think Rochester will be a little disappointed. Game was basically over at half-time. 4-0 up, Charleston, with that first half hat-trick from Romario Williams, the man of the hour. We're in stoppage time at the end of the game here at MUSC Health Stadium. Rochester looking for a consolation goal, perhaps. Francois trying to get around Thomas, who stabs away with a good tackle. He was actually fouled in the process. There is the final whistle. And the Charleston Battery prevail. 5-0 the final score. Let me remind you of the goals. Romario Williams with the first three, a hat-trick for the Jamaican. Atula Guerra with a Williams assist to make it 4, and then Michael Chang in the second half to make it 5-0 for the Charleston Battery. We're going to take a short break in just a second, but we will come back to wrap it up here from MUSC Health Stadium. The final score tonight, Charleston Battery 5, Rochester 0. We'll be back with more after these words.